start. Honestly, we are late to start yet again. Just like yesterday, except now it's only 20 minutes late instead of a massive 3.5 or 4.5 hours late. I think I said 4.5 hours late. I promised everyone a 1 o'clock stream, and it was 5:30 when I started. This one just started. I think the microphone is on, and everything is running, and the stream is apparently live, and no one is watching because I just started it, and I didn't really announce it or post it anywhere. I'll probably post it places. I'll probably post it places, see what goes on, you know. Isn't it? I'm the only, I think I'm watching. I think it counts me when I watch it on stream, but I don't know. I think it counts me as a viewer maybe. I'm posted on X. Post on X. Post on my failed Facebook attempts and see the latest annoying stuff on X and react to it back angrily, like I always do. That's wrong. That's wrong. I have 2 Facebooks actually. I have my original Facebook, my newer my real name Facebook, and the other Facebook I use to whine about things and just be weird. I whine about things. So I posted on Facebook and X. We'll see how long I can do this. If no one joins, I might just quit, you know. Might just toss out whatever and do it, and then get angry when nothing happens. I'm on Discord, on my tiny little server. I have a Discord server, but no, there's only 5 people on there. See, someone reacted to a post. It looks like it was Jared reacted to the post. It's funny. It's a Sunday stream, and no one is watching, and I'm here just sitting here talking to the camera like I usually do. Much. I don't really interact much because there's nothing really to interact with. You know, just me being weird and talking for a couple hours. Of course, most streams are much longer than mine. I don't know how you guys do it. Like, I don't know how Jesse or random streamers have like these 6-hour marathon streams. They go on and on for like a long time, and they have like a whole skit planned. They actually have long stories planned and everything. And yeah, Facebook and X suck. You know, they don't understand what harassment is. But of course, I bitch too much about things, and I am a hypocritical person. I treat people poorly and then complain when they treat me poorly, as is one of my features. I don't know, more of a bug maybe. Calling it feature is a little stupid because it's more of a bug in my personality, where I get angry at other people when they treat me bad. Where I feel they treat me badly, and then I treat them even worse as like a revenge plot or some anger. I get angry at them and treat them badly too, which is one of those things that I do, you know. I just get angry and treat people with disrespect, and they get mad at them for treating me as disrespect. 6 years. It's testing there's a little echo there for a second. You guys don't hear it yet, but you'll hear it in a few seconds. No, yeah, you'll hear this echo in a few seconds. No one's here because I didn't give any warning, and no one watches my channel. Let's see, you got a notification from X. This random people. I have a lot of notifications on X because I post random shit, and like I have a lot of people under alerts. A lot of random people are under my post notifications. So if they post, I get a notification about it. Sometimes not interesting though. Sometimes not very interesting. Sometimes just random people ranting, like, you know, Tommy Loren, or sometimes Taylor Hendricks being awesome and hot, and sometimes just random people that aren't worth following. I follow a lot of people on X. I don't know why. A lot of them aren't even that interesting. Neither am I, of course. I'm not very interesting, but a lot of these people I follow on X are pretty boring. I think I follow 690 people. That not ironically, I follow exactly 690 people right now, and then I'll probably follow even more. I have 114 followers right now, and I'd say most of them are phony. I'd say at least 70% of them are completely fake, and another like 20% are random people that are there to go after me, or just random people follow me, ironically, whatever. And maybe 5-10% I might like. 10 people follow me legitimately, maybe, that actually follow me to actually get updates and stuff, which is kind of disappointing. Because I've burned through many X accounts. I've been through at least 20, probably much more than 20. I've been through a lot of X accounts, and that's going to happen in the future too. I'm burning through a lot of X accounts, burning through a lot of accounts in general. I've been on Reddit again for a couple of weeks now, and it seems to be okay. I haven't gotten a single warning. We actually usually get warnings within a short period. Usually my warning comes within a week or two. My latest account, the BRCC, that's a drinker account, is active and not having any restrictions whatsoever or any problems. It has I make a lot of posts. I get some decent reactions. So I occasionally get downvoted when I make something a stupid comment or or inaccurate report. I made an inaccurate comment about acronyms in the last, and I got some negative attention for that one. Nothing severe, but I made a couple inaccurate, snarky comments, and people didn't appreciate them. And that just happens sometimes. If you say something people don't want to hear, or you say something that's sort of inaccurate, you'll get called out, and it's just a little strange and a little annoying, of course, but it happens sometimes. It's always fun to sort like controversial on anything. Then you see what's pissing people off the most. You see what upsetting people the most over a certain period of time or on a certain post or whatever. You see what the most controversial is, the most interesting to look at. It's the most amusing, interesting, and even enjoyable feature of Reddit, I think. Even though Reddit is not very enjoyable to begin with, it kind of sucks, but it's nice to look at like a big main post and see what the most controversial opinions are, just to see what people are arguing about. But like if you say like, what's the most popular, what's the least popular, what's the band you hate the most? Obviously, it's most fun to look at the controversial posts, not the top ones. Top ones where everyone agrees. It's more fun to see where people argue in these long-winded comment sections. People are calling each other out, accusing each other of being bots or shills or whatever they call each other. So it's generally accusing other people of not being a genuine account or being wrong in general. If someone's wrong on the internet, you gotta call them out on that. I don't know if they keep doing this though. No one's even talking. No, I don't think anyone's even here. I think I'm shadow banned or just otherwise. It's pretty discouraging to make an account and try to do anything online and get ignored entirely. It's just one of the most annoying, stupid things that the internet works. If you're not some toxic podcaster with trust fund and anti-Semitism, you get nowhere. Anti-Semitism and toxicity are the ways to get fans on the internet, but it's not what I want to do. Being a toxic anti-Semite is a guaranteed way to success get internet fans. I don't want to do either of those things. Though I am toxic, I'm pretty toxic at times, but I don't want to be an anti-Semite. It's a really stupid thing to do, and a lot of people seem to be into that stuff. A lot of people seem to want these unhinged rants about Jews, like people making snarky comments using the term shekel as a slur to call Jews greedy. Shekel is a legit term for the Israeli currency, but I mostly hear shekel used as a slur to imply a Jewish person is greedy or cares about money more than anything else. That's just what I've noticed. There's only a couple people that actually do that. That's Eric Trump and someone else, operative, who might see this. Yeah, sorry, operative, I name dropped you there. I called you out on your rants about Jews, but yeah. I know I promised you or agreed with you not to talk about you on social media. I don't know if this counts. I violated that. Of course, the annoying thing is you're allowed to talk about me on your social media all the time. You go, like you're on your Reddit account. You bring me up. I'd say fairly often. But if I brought you up the way you brought me up, you'd be very upset, and you would be calling me out and like going, you shouldn't do that. You're violation of Rule 64 or whatever it is. We don't have any written rules. It's not like a roommate agreement or anything. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how much longer this will go on if no one's here. It's Sunday night, so people should be home, but I didn't really post it anywhere or I didn't post anything about this until it happened. Did I even post on anywhere? I don't think I posted a single anything about it. I think I just ignored it. I think I just did nothing about it and didn't post a single update or notification about this starting. We'll see. I'm looking at my viewing stats to see if it's even worth keeping this going, because if no one's doing anything, then there's nothing really exciting about sitting around here talking to myself, doing nothing. Maybe I should just go to bed or do something else entirely. It says someone's here, but I think it's just me. Because it says I have one viewer, but I think it's counting myself as I do have impressions. So people are seeing this channel. It says that people have made impressions and doing absolutely nothing to click on anything. So it's not no watch hours, no nothing. This is how YouTube works. When you have a small channel no one cares about, it's pretty pointless to even try. One of the most frustrating things about being online and being targeted and not having presence. I have the infamy of the stalkers of Paris Hilton or another big celebrity, and the sex life and finance of a nun or a Vulcan. It's not fun to have sex life of a Vulcan every 7 years or so, and the stalkers of a sex like a big celebrity star, which is I wish I had the stalkers of a nobody and the sex life of a celebrity. That's not gonna happen. It's always the other way around. So I was looking at my Lord game, not my game. I don't run it. It's a Falcon and Falc's game with the various admins. I do have a little bit of a reputation of a nuisance. I'll be honest, I'm pretty annoying on there. I think there are two features that were caused by my behavior. One was the blocking messages on the chat feature. The other one was a limitation on how often you could post announcements and messages on the daily news. So I was like posting shitty, annoying comments, and yeah, and other people have been bad too. I think other people were violating, like being really offensive. Not me, but other people were using a lot of slurs, and they have this really strange filter, right? Pretty much everything is a slur. Like even the word gay is a slur, Jew is a slur, and it's this thing called a quim or something like QUIM or quim is like New Zealand Kiwi slang for like vagina, and that's also blocked. So I can't say vote Quimby, like Mayor Quimby. It says quim, bad word, quim, not allowed. I don't know what that means. I mean, I also have a quim meaning. Quim slang. Female genitalia. I guess I knew that. I knew that because I looked it up when I said it was a bad word. I think I actually tried to type vote Quimby as a joke on one of the messages or one of the various ways to chat, and it got blocked. There are probably dozens of words with like the Python or whatever it is, like regex or whatever calculation they have, where they block dozens of bad words, potential bad words, and offensive. Anything could be offensive. It's pretty much blocked. They have removed a couple of restrictions, I think, but I wouldn't want to test it out. I don't want to go around trying to find ways to violate a policy because I'm always at risk getting banned. I don't want to get banned from this game. I love this game. Lord is honestly kind of sadly one of the highlights of my day. My highlights today is rushing on to Lord at 7 or 8 p.m. depending if it's usually 7 p.m. when it's standard time, 8 p.m. when it's daylight savings time. I think it's saving time, but yeah, either 7 or 8 p.m. I want to log in right away and get the quickest kill and get level 12 and then kill the dragon a bunch of times. I have won a few times. I have won 3 times out of probably hundreds of times, and some people win almost every game. It's almost guaranteed that the same people will be competing for the top spot. They just keep winning and winning. These people have like dedicated strategies and tricks and stuff they don't really share. They know exactly what they're doing. They don't get trapped. I don't think there's much strategy in Lord. The Lord seems to be a little bit random and also pretty much the same every time. You only have it's like an MMO or a role playing game, but you only have like 3 or 4. You have like very few abilities. You don't have like constantly able to use like different skills. You just basically the main skill is press A repeatedly to attack the monster. Like it's not like tap the letter A. Either tap virtual keyboard A if you're using your phone, or spam A. You can type LAHB on repeat to play the game for almost everything, other than attacking other players and leveling up. You just spam LAHB and make sure you stay healed, and you'll get a bunch of gold. This is pretty repetitive. And it's a little fun. It's fun, but it's not for you guys, not for most people. All 0 of you watching wouldn't play Lord. I mean, it's kind of like 0 people can't do anything. So yeah, but no one really likes Lord that much, except for the few of us that actually play it. I wouldn't recommend it for the Zoomers and Gen Alpha kids. Maybe people who remember. I think people who remember would like it, but people who don't play text-based games to begin with won't like it. What's my phone buzzing? 10,000 steps. Yeah, I get it. Got 10,000 steps today, which is good. I don't know how I got a step now. It just suddenly started buzzing as if I got a step, but like rocking back and forth autistically. As I was sitting here talking, and I got a step. I got like 5 more steps. I had 10,000. I had 10,000 today. That's probably all I'll get though. But I've been eating way too much. Like probably like a lot more than I should be eating based on how much I burn. If I was walking a lot more, maybe I could eat more, same amount or more and get away with it. But no, not. So I was tapping away at Kiwi Farms, actually, the Kiwi Farms thread. I don't understand Kiwi Farms like their policy. I understand their policies. I understand things about making fun of everyone else and being funny, trying to be funny and trying to score virtual points like most sites. But I don't understand how their karma system works. It seems like randomly you get upvotes and downvotes. But unlike Reddit or like Facebook, Reddit only has upvotes and downvotes. That's it. And Facebook has like 6 reactions that have no bearing on a score of any sort, other than getting more views or whatever. But Kiwi Farms, I'm gonna look at the latest post. I can see, I think it's like a 24 even. You can do any. You can pretty much like click on any. You can like react to anything. It's like dozens of reactions. You can click on a random post. You can give it any of like 24 reactions somehow. I think it's about right. Maybe it's even more. I'm not sure. I'm looking at this one post thread that I can post on, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think there's 19 different icons on Kiwi Farms that have different features and point systems. Like some of them have a negative score, others are neutral, and some are positive. And then most users, occasionally you'll have someone with a negative reaction total. They used to have the exact score for every member available, the exact reaction total for every single member, but they I think a year ago or a little less or more, at some point they decided to get rid of the display of an actual score and not just shows whether someone has a positive or negative reputation, which is okay, I guess. I mean, mine says positive, but I think it's like +5 out of like, most people have like 20,000 or 10,000 or something. Because if you have a negative score, it'll show negative, positive, positive. Other than that, there's no indication of the actual total of reactions or whatever. But you could look at your own reactions, pay to all the reactions you get on some, like, your own profile. You can look at, like, it'll show you every reaction you've ever gotten. Not based on the post it made. But you can look at a running total of all the reactions you receive, but it won't give you a score of any nature anymore. Yeah, just here and loud and boring because no one's here. Boring. This is a very boring night. There's absolutely nothing going on. It says I have a viewer, but I also have nothing going on. It says 1 viewer and that's it, but there's really 0 viewers because I have no watch hour time and no average view duration. So usually it'll show average view duration and other things when you make a stream, and now there's no one here. I wish that there's some reason for that. Like, I'm actually not even like publicly posting this, but I think there's no one watching. It's the real case. Of all 64 of my subs, 0 are watching, which is frustrating and annoying, and that's not surprising because I don't really do much on here, and then people don't like what I don't do much. You get bored of it, and they don't do anything with it. So yeah, I might just end it. I said I'd be here for a while, and it's 5:10. It's been about 15, 20 minutes, and nothing's happened. So I'm just gonna, I don't know. I posted it on a few places, and no one really joined. Maybe the picture of Brent Smith confused people and made them realize it thought it had nothing to do with me. So they don't like Brent Smith. They don't like Shinedown. They don't know what Shinedown or who Shinedown, the Legionnaire Shinedown is. They don't know why I posted a picture of some guy with like stubble and a neck tattoo. They're like, why is this guy posting random pictures of unrelated celebrities? And yeah, I don't know, but this is not going very well. This is not really going at all. I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm not surprised, but I am very disappointed in myself and the whole YouTube team. Well, I'm not part of the YouTube team. I would never get employed by YouTube based on my behavior. They would never employ me and never will and never can. They could employ me, but they won't. So I guess I don't know. I'm looking at my stats, looking at my YouTube channel. It shows occasional views. I have 220. I have about a couple hundred views. The last couple days I got a few views, not much, like 100 each day. Not good for a grill channel, but decent for someone who can't get anything going. And today, it's February now, Sunday, and nothing, I don't know. Anyway, I'm bored and frustrated. You guys can come here and check out this later after you're done doing, is Greasy Clown, Jesse PS streaming something? Let me look at Podawful and see, podawful.com, see if he's streaming something. That's probably what it is. Live, is he live? Is Greasy Clown live? I'm not. He was live. I'm just looking at it. Is he live or was he live? Why the fuck is that asshole allowed to advertise when he does nothing but toxic hatred? Fuck YouTube. Jesse PS should not be allowed to profit off his hatred. we're gonna end with that. YouTube is a scam, and they either intentionally allow toxic bullying content, or they don't speak English.